You guys know from my understanding, we don't just wake up wanting index universal life insurance policy. We wake up wanting financial security. We wake up wanting protection for our families. We wake up wanting a tax-efficient retirement plan. We wake up wanting growth within the stock market without losing any money. We wake up wanting a legacy for our future generation, and index universal life insurance is just a tool to help us get to our destination. So this is a permanent life insurance policy which offers number one, permanent protection for the rest of your life. Number two, cash value. It grows, it mirrors indexes such as the S&P 500 or NASDAQ. And number three, you have downside protection. And number four, you have tax advantages. And we do this because we understand that life does not stay the same. Life changes from season to season, and so does your IUL. So I'm going to fully summarize this IUL in 5 steps. So step number 1, you pay the premium. Step number 2, that premium goes to what we call cost of insurance, your administrative expenses and your policy charges. And step number 3, the remaining amount goes into what we call cash value accumulation. And step number 4, your funds are allocated into a strategic index portfolio. So now you might be thinking, so my money is invested in the stock market. Incorrect. Your money is not invested in the stock market. It is merely just mirroring the stock market, just mirroring the performance of the stock market. So let's imagine you are credited 10%. Okay, so you're number 1. The market does 15%. You will only get 10%. You're only credited 10%. You're number 2. The market drops by negative 20%. Now, you won't lose your money by negative 20. You are going to keep your 10% from your last pay cycle. And generally, cost of insurance increases as you get older and older. So it is very advisable for you to start as early as possible because that is when the premiums are going to be very cheap. And another thing that we need to understand is participation rate. Let's say the participation rate is 120% and the market is performing 10% this year. How much do you get? Well, technically, you get 12%, assuming that there is no cap or your cap is at least 12% or more than 12%. And then we have something called the spread rate. So the spread rate is a rate that is deducted from your indexes. So let's say the index return is 10%. Your spread rate is 3%, then what you are credited is not 10%. What you are credited is 7%. So many policies have an accelerated death benefit where you can access your own money, where you can access your tax-free money while you are still alive. Some of these illnesses include a critical illness. If you have a heart attack, stroke, terminal illnesses, and you're bed rested, that means you can take your cash value, you can take your life insurance proceeds out while you are still alive. Okay, let's talk about something called infinite banking, where you can have access to your cash value without withdrawing anything. Instead of withdrawing the money, you borrow against your money and get a loan from yourself. This is mainly used for business opportunities, real estate, emergencies, educations, and major purchases. Meanwhile, you're not withdrawing from your cash value, you're taking a loan against your cash value. So let's say if you have $100,000 in cash value, that $100,000 is compounding and growing over time. Plus you have your another $100,000 that you borrowed. So you have money from 2 places working at the same time. These are used for many instances, such as number 1 is retirement planning, where retirees who will use their policy loan instead of withdrawing it because withdrawing has many consequences, such as number 1, it's very tax efficient, it's very tax advantageous. And number 2, there's no age requirement for this. You can withdraw it as early as 40, 45, 50, 55, depending on how much your cash value has accumulated to. And number 3, your original cash value continues to grow tax deferred. And number 4, this is very flexible for a lot of folks out there. Another thing that we can use this for is what we call estate planning. The benefits of this is we can transfer wealth from one generation to the next very efficiently. For many families, this solution provides certainty in times of uncertainty. IUL, in terms of business corporation planning, is mainly used for key person insurance, where it protects your business from losing a very key person within your operation. Number 2 is what you call the buy-sell agreement, where it provides funds to transfer ownership after the death of one partner to the other. Number 3, you have succession planning. It helps transfer businesses from one generation to the other. And one thing we need to understand is, and one product is not the solution for every client, and we need to understand that there are also various risks which is associated with IUL that we need to understand here. So risk number 1 is the rising cost of insurance. The cost of insurance is going to increase with age. Number 2 is the surrender charges, right? If you surrender within the next 9 years, most likely you're going to be hit with the surrender charge. We need to understand that IUL is a long-term game. So if you're just here for the short term, this product is not suitable for you. And number 3 is the policy lapse risk. if it is not funded properly, if this is not planned properly, then there could be a possibility of your policy lapsing. And lastly is your cap rate. Your cap rate is not guaranteed. This is up to the discretion of the insurance companies, and they can change it anytime that they like. And what you need to understand here is that you're not buying an IUL here. You are buying protection. You are buying tax efficiency. You are buying flexibility. You are buying legacy, and you are buying, most importantly, peace of mind, which no amount of money in this planet can ever get you. IUL is simply a vehicle to help you accomplish these goals that we have. This is a plan which is a combination of protection, tax-deferred growth, and estate planning. So when properly designed and properly funded, this can be a superpower for families, for professionals, for high-income earners, and for those individuals who are seeking long-term financial security.